Alright, welcome to the stream, my wolf pack, and I'm looking at my sound levels right now. I'm not really expecting anyone to join the stream specifically. Also, I'm not necessarily hearing myself versus the sound, so please, this is a new game I'm doing. Let me know how the sound balance is. I turned it up a little bit because just based on the volume I'm hearing, the game sounds like it's louder. Oh, hey, Sodon. So, I don't exactly know... Or, sorry, this game sounds like it's quieter. So I don't exactly know where the sound is going to be at once we're actually in the game. So let me know how it sounds once I'm in, please. Based on the sound levels I'm seeing, I'm speaking at like a third, 30%-ish louder than the game volume. We'll see how that actually is once we're in the game. Alright, so for some reason the quality of that video went way down. It says it's on 720. I don't know what was going on with that. Right, so let's get into it. I'm gonna have to figure some things out as we go, since this is a new game I'm streaming. We'll see how bad it lags. I haven't changed my output settings, or my, yeah, that's what it's called. Output settings for my normal stuff, and it might be too high for this game to be able to stream and play on my computer, but we will see. I'll get it like an intro down eventually. But, yeah. Hi, Gracie. Hi, Sodon. Thanks, Gracie, for being here, even though it's really, really late. Alright, so this is Dark Souls. Let's see how well it's coming in. There's no sound on the main menu. So it's not wait. Let me try this again. Because I just realized that you can't actually see it. I have to go click on the image. Yes. Do it. Okay. Sorry for the stumbling around. Can y'all hear me? Alright. Should be doing it. Should be good. Maybe. Oh, there it is. It just took a second for it to like, there's a delay on the stream. Okay, thank you. You hear me. I'm glad you hear me. Alright, so yeah, let me know sound level and crap. I'm just adjusting my mic, so if you hear any, like, sounds that's annoying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let me click on the game. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. The controller looks like it's working. Yeah, I didn't use the quit game thing last time. I should have. My settings should all be good. I actually haven't gotten into the new game. Let's click new game. I'm expecting the game to be too loud, if anything. Alright, so this game looks amazing. All all redone, all fancy like. What should our name be? We'll come back to the name. We're gonna go female. I always do female. Class. Okay, I've been thinking about this. So this is no melee playthrough. So that means that we're gonna have to be doing everything from range, which means magic and items. Ugh. And because we're not going to be able to use a melee weapon, we can use shields. I'm allowing shields. But no, like, melee attacks. So nothing basically in the right hand that would deal physical damage up close to the opponent. No using those catalysts to whack them upside the head either, although that wouldn't really do much anyway. So I'm thinking we're going to start as a sorcerer. Here's the reason why. I would say start as a pyromancer. Pyromancer has, 10 intelligence, 8 faith, so it has good starting in both. And it also has good starting, like, vitality and endurance, too. Or we could go cleric. But I want to go sorcerer because of all the classes that are the magic wielding classes, it starts at the highest stat. Faith starts at 14 with intelligent. But here's the thing with the cleric too. The clerics don't actually deal any damage from default. So I wouldn't be able to actually deal any damage. We need to be able to kill the first boss. Oh yeah, I should also be... Also tell me if it's lagging at all. It doesn't look like it's lagging to me. I don't know what the graphics are limit means, but... I'm trying to see if I can get, like, any more people in here. This is going to be the streamy stream with possible issues anyway. It doesn't look like I'm having any lag issues, though, yet. We're not actually into the game yet, either. So it's going to be probably more demanding once we get in. But, it's looking good to me so far. Let me, force it into 720, though. And if it's forced into 720, see if it's gonna lag. If it doesn't lag on like 480, then I guess I'll be like, okay, cool. We could also be deprived, but that's even stats all across. But my reasoning for picking sorcerer is that we're gonna start with spells that have a high count, and so we can use that, or a spell that has a high count, and we'll also be able to get to a sorcerer very quickly. We'll be able to get to a sorcerer in the 3rd area. But we can actually get down there earlier than that before we beat the 2nd area because we get a key that allows us to get down there earlier than that in the 2nd area. Technically, sort of the 2nd area with enemies. So we're going to be able to get to a sorcerer trainer very quickly, and then we're going to be able to get more sorceries. Actually, there's a sorcerer, Smith, we can go to immediately if we pick the master key. Actually, we don't even need the master key for it. I'm going to pick the master key, though, because the master key will give us the most accessibility to the things we need in the game to be able to actually get through it with our spells, because we're going to be very, very spell heavy, and we're going to have to manage our spells, and we're not going to sometimes be able to even clear out an area of the enemies, because we have to save our spells. Sometimes I'm just going to have to run past them and call that good. But I'm going to start a sorcerer because sorcerer starts with like 30 uses of a spell. And those spells do decent-ish damage. But we're going to be able to have 60 of them? Question mark? Because we're going to be able to get another one of that same spell immediately, and we're going to be able to double up on it. So I'm going to start a sorcerer. Pyromancer spell uses are very small compared to the sorcerer, although I think they deal more damage. Also, it's easier to upgrade the pyromancer stuff, but we're going to probably have pyromancy as well anyway, just to have something that's going to end up dealing more damage maybe, but we're probably going to be very sorcery heavy. And sorcery does end up dealing a lot of damage later on, and there's a lot of uses of it once you start upgrading the catalyst, which we're also not going to be upgrading or putting any investment into melee weapons, so we're going to have those souls to gear towards the catalyst or towards the pyromancy flame. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay. I'm just explaining to the people who do know what I'm talking about what is going on. Alright, our gift, we're going to start with the master key. Not the pendant. The master key. Physique. I don't know, what type of physique do you think we should have? Also be thinking of a name, because I'm just going to see what you come up with as a name, and then I might pick it, or I might come up with my own name if it's stupid. No offense. We have average, slim, very slim, large, very large, large upper body, large lower body, large upper body also known as big things. Large lower body, top heavy, bigger head, or tiny head. Which isn't actually that tiny compared to the average, but the big head is. In my opinion. What kind of sort of physique should we have? I think it actually does matter a little bit, like a very, very little bit, as far as the hitbox of the character and like what spaces that I can squeeze through, but I don't think it matters enough to where I'm gonna be like, no, we can't have large or something. Like, what do you guys want for the physique? Y'all alive? I mean, I can just select, like... I don't know. Average for now. Face. This face always, for some reason, just cracks me up. I think I picked Far East Traveler at one point. I normally stick with like commoner or probably mainly commoner. Y'all want to help me with character creation or... I've done this like on my own so many times. It's kind of up to you. Hey Grace, are you awake? I don't even know what I picked. As far as the hair goes, there's very few hair that I can stand. Like, wow, that turns really quickly. The ponytail A is one that I use a lot. Ponytail B, I don't like so much without the bangs. Pigtails are okay. The bun is I don't really like the look of buns in general. Braided is sort of weird. These weird, like, straight ones, not so into. Wave is sort of like, very short. I'm probably gonna go pigtails. Somehow that makes sense for a sorcerer. Gracie, help me pick stuff for character creation. Or both of you. Either of you. Okay. I'm probably gonna say pigtails because that actually is the one thing you actually see on your character is their head. But for the rest of the stuff, help me pick, like, the physique. I'm just gonna, like, go through the different physiques and, like, pick one. It is officially June 1st. That's weird. New what? What's wrong, Gracie? You don't like the pigtails? I mean, I can go through the other hairstyles, and if we can agree on one, then sure. I'm just gonna keep going through the physique until you pick one. Rippled physique. I mean, we could just... If you're talking about that, Gracie, we could just do large upper body. See, Sodon, though, we're doing this without melee. So this warrior isn't even going to be swinging anything. Also, how would we make that, Gracie? I don't even know what that means. Are pigtails goth to you? I'm not going to mess with the customize option because that always takes too long. This is already taking a while because I'm having you help me with this. One of the people in the chat doesn't have headphones, they can't hear, so I'm typing them. I guess we're going average. I like how I'm typing to one person in the chat. It's great. I'm gonna have to put like a timestamp on this video, being like, skip ahead to here if you don't want to go through like the hour of character creation. Like honestly, we're almost a half hour into the stream. Dude, I'm just gonna use mouse and crap. What's the edit button? Alright, no one is debating the average. So I'm just scrolling through these, seeing what people think. I'm also going to, I'm gonna just listen to actually how this sounds to see if I can be heard above the music and crap. Because Sodan, in this game, if you don't have a sword and shield, you will die, which is why I'm taking away the sword. So it's more fun and we will have more chance of dying. The magic is not really that powerful, Sodan. There is an item that's like a weapon and a shield. If it's in your left hand, you can use it as a shield. But it's mostly against magic attacks, I think. I don't know if it... I think it does block physical attacks, but it's like more against magic attacks. But yeah, the sorcery isn't really like... Probably not what you're thinking. Alright, we're going with Jubilant Katarina. Apparently. No teleportation via magic in this game. Alright, we're going with the bun. So Gracie, you are still awake. You aren't helping us. Just going through the hair colors. I'll be right back while you are thinking about it. Alright. So this one that we like. So I think got another person in here. Alright. So I think we're all good. I said an hour, right? It's been 45 minutes. Close enough to an hour. We're going dark red. And we need a name. Alright, I think we got a name. Someone has an idea for a name. Alright. Okay, the name Catalea Is that how it's pronounced? I'm just messing with the buttons. We're getting a pronunciation check. Apparently this is going to be our name though. Okay, so the pronunciation is Catalia. Or Catalia. Catalia? I'm gonna go with Catalia. I'm probably never gonna say that name anyway. But, very good. Here we go. I'm gonna not talk for the intro.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame.
I just have to point out that those last two lines rhymed. That's amazing.
Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there is not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
Yeah, I see the lag. Is it buffering for you guys?
Where they are.
Locked away to await the end of the world. Yep. Y'all, I'm gonna have to turn the stream settings down. It's like, this is really bad lag. I'm gonna have to turn the game settings down too.
This